SSI is Supplemental Security Income, and it is a federal program. So it's at the federal level, so there's not a waiting list for that program as there might be for the things funded at the state level. And it's based in general terms on low income and disability. So a family can get it based on their child's disability and the family's low income. Once a child turns 18, it's based on the child's disability and the child's income. So 18 is actually an important milestone to work for if you want your child to be eligible for those programs after age 18. And in general terms, it's a piece of money per month. It's cash in hand per month. So it would supplement family income and would be spent on the child's well-being. But you also can get Medicaid. Once you get SSI, you will then get Medicaid. And Medicaid eligibility is actually a door to many other services in Texas. So it's very helpful at any point, whether as a family or later for your young adult, to try to get the SSI for the income it provides and also for the Medicaid services. And in general, I would say about this program and really all other programs, when you're trying to access something, you're trying to prove eligibility. So all of them really, low income and disability. And so you need to keep paperwork, like school paperwork or an ECI program's paperwork can help to prove that disability. And then you'll be looking for ways to show family income or the low income of the family through the bills and the documents you have about your financial. Also, I'd recommend that as you go through these systems, you keep very good records. So every time you have an encounter with that system, you write down, keep a spiral notebook that says the date, who you talked to. You can even get a number for that employee at that big agency. And write down what they said to you, what their advice was or their determination, whatever they said. Keep all the letters that come your way. The point is that if you are turned down at one point, you can go back with the documentation you have and say, I'd like to first just go over the head of this person, I'd like to climb the ladder if I didn't get results here, and then ultimately you can appeal. So if determination you think was wrong, then you have some documentation to go back and say, I don't believe I got what was due us. And so I think it's important to keep that positive attitude but assertiveness where you keep going back